thought about doing a live.
One in the world, baby. Let's go.
Making the title, if you can beat me in a handstand competition, I'll bet you $50 right now.
All right. I mean, this is the podcast.
This is the podcast.
Michael, Jaroh, Mason Coma. We both do like more than one thing. I say you're mainly gymnastics. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, you're mainly you're like a jack of all trades.
That's what I try to be. I think I feel like that's the best way to describe myself. But
that's how you live life, though. Like I feel like if you like just do one thing, like people get caught up in doing one thing, you like kind of like
it becomes your personality.
Yeah.
But let's talk about gymnastics.
All right.
I go to the gymnastics meet first time. I lost my voice. I was screaming. It was my boy Mike. It was awesome. And I mean, I thought honestly, I knew you were gymnastics. I think you just did TikTok and were on the team. But you actually like won every event. Like, everything, you're pretty much in. You won, which is sick. Like, what do you have to say about it?
So I mean, gymnastics has been my whole life. I mean, not my whole life, because obviously, I do social media. I do a lot of things, but it's been like a goal of mine to go to the Olympics and make a college team. That was my first goal when I was a kid. I was like, I want to get a full ride. I was said to Michigan, I wanted to get the full ride to Michigan, but I got full rides to other places. I got a full ride to Michigan, but just kind of, I don't know. It's different than everything. You
found yourself at Penn State, though.
I found myself at Penn State. Isn't that crazy? I can talk about that. Shoot. So I took all my recruit trips. I had like Michigan scheduled, Illinois scheduled, Ohio State, Iowa, and then I was talking to the Penn State coaches. And I wasn't super interested though. Like I always thought I was gonna go to Michigan, so I was like, I was just talking to them. And then I was like, I'll take a trip because I wanted to take 5. You're allowed to take 5. So I was like, I'll take a 5th one. I'll go to Penn State. It was my first trip. I came here and I loved it. Like I loved the vibe, like the people. Like that was the main draw for me, was the people here are like crazy, like nice, and like everyone's just trying to have a good time. No one's like really, I mean, you meet people that are kind of assholes, but like
everyone it's all the kind of like every D1 college is kind of similar. But I came here, I was between here, ASU, Alabama, and I was my main thing was ROTC.
Really?
Yeah, biggest Army ROTC program at Penn State. A lot of people don't know that. And there's Corps cadets and there's regular cadets. Regular cadets, they're in the Army ROTC, but they're also normal like college kids. Like you go to Virginia Tech or something, you gotta get a buzz cut. You wear a uniform 5 times a week. So I see Penn State, biggest program. I was about it, and that kind of made my decision. And also my uncle going here, being an industrial engineer. I love my major I'm in, and like that kind of pursued me to be here today. And job opportunities. It's a huge school.
Oh, it's a huge school.
You
like
love to see it.
Biggest alumni. That was a big draw for me too. I was like, dang, I didn't even know that. But just like you get a degree from Penn State, or even if you don't, you say you went to Penn State and people are like, oh yeah,
everyone knows.
We want to
because
hire
you go to the beach in Florida and there's people wearing the merch. There's like it's everywhere.
It's literally everywhere, bro. Everywhere you go, you see the Navy Line logo and you say we are, and they're like Penn State.
And they know what it's about.
Yeah.
The people that don't go here know that we are. But I think it's great because we do 2 different routes here. Gymnastics, like I do Army, I guess, engineering. But we both make videos.
Yeah.
And, we're both like content creators, I'd say, more than like editing side. We talked about this earlier today. But I love it.
It's more the content based,
content based.
Yeah.
I like a good edit, so do you, but at the end of the day, it's just putting your personality out there.
I agree. I think it's like you could have a great edited film and like whatever, and like some people draw more to that. Some people like seeing that more, but like I feel like if you want to like create a real fan base, you have to like just put yourself into it. And you build around
yourself then too.
Yeah.
Instead of like doing projects for other people.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it. And I see it as an industrial engineer. I want to use this video thing to like put out my ideas down the road.
Right.
Because digital media, people see it and they don't even meet you.
Yeah.
Like, I know you experience it all the time. People know who you are before they meet like, you.
It's crazy because, it started with Instagram. That's how I started. Social media, I was on Instagram.
That's my favorite.
You don't really get like a vibe of a person though from Instagram as much as like
pictures.
You get pictures and some videos, but TikTok is so personal. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but it is. It really is. That's how I did it. Like I was just putting me out there, and people like felt like they knew me, like for real. That's awesome. It's like crazy because people come up to me and they like know stuff about me, and I'm like, yo. I'm like, that's cool crazy. Though. It's really cool. Yeah.
It's part of it. TikTok in high school. I got up to like 50K at one point, I think, followers.
Yeah.
And like I was in like New Jersey, Wildwood, New Jersey, on the beach this summer.
Yeah.
And I did it in high school, and I'm a sophomore. It's like 3 years ago. So and this girl comes up to me like at my sister's age, and she goes, "Are you Mason Como from TikTok?" And pulls my page. I'm like,
no
"Yeah." I'm like, "Well, I
way.
mean, I'm sure you get that all the time."
Yeah, but like
for a
still,
smaller
yeah,
content
yeah,
creator
yeah.
that like hasn't been doing it for years.
Yeah.
That it was like it's amazing that people around the country like looking at your stuff.
Bro, social media is so crazy because
powerful.
like you have people from literally all over the world possibility of seeing your videos.
And when you have ideas and everything, it's free advertisement. It's a free way to put it out there. And if you do it right,
it's like people like talk about advertising. You can build a full brand and make it like it's like people want the engagement that people have on social media for their brand, and it's like you can create your own brand just off like posting.
Yeah, just not my own, but like I got the opportunity to run other social medias around Penn State. Like I have huge play in the Army ROTC Instagram.
Right.
Huge play over the summer. I worked at a Summer's Best 2 Weeks summer camp, Christian sports camp. I ran their Instagram.
Dang.
And it just
that's sick.
It's fun, you know.
A lot of opportunities.
Then I have two accounts like Cedar State, then like my personal. But your account is your name.
Yeah.
And like Cedar State for me, it's like I got my account, I got my Cedar State account, then I run other accounts. I think I do want to bring it back home eventually.
Yeah,
but
make it like your own rather than. I think Cedar State's cool. Like I think Cedar State is sick.
It's
like,
unique,
having your thing.
and I love being
right?
unique. That's the best part. And like, cause I do video projects for other people, and like I'll make these videos and be like, change this, change that. Cedar State, dude, I make a video and it's posted. Like no one's telling me like what I can or can't do, and that's what I love about it. I know.
Yeah, it's almost like Alias too. It's like you're like hidden.
Yeah.
From the Cedar State, like you get to like
I don't
just
tag
like
myself really.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like. People could find it and not even know it's yours, and just be like, "Wow, this is a sick page."
But at the same time, people like follow for a while. They see me in some videos. Like I was walking downtown yesterday, and I walked by somebody. And they go, "It's a Cedar State kid." And I was like, "Yeah," like that, you know what I mean? Like they don't even know my name, they just know like what I do. And I just love. I do. Like I can't like anybody appreciating me like that. Like I love. Like, I think it makes my day.
But I think having like. People recognize the Cedar State and like people like seeing you and being like, oh, Cedar State, that's huge because now you already have like a brand.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like created, but like you didn't even try to do that. You were just like, yeah, I'm gonna name it Cedar State.
And a lot of people are like, yeah, you should like get merch and shirts. And I'm like, all right, that's like it's one thing, but at the same time, say I did like sell shirts. It's cool. Some people buy the shirt, but like for me at least, I wear a shirt like one shirt like once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So. Like if I make anything, I want to make flags. You know what I mean? Or I made stickers. Like I got a flag right here.
And what about like the knit?
Yeah, I don't know. But the whole thing is like
sick.
if you make flags or stickers or something like that, it's you put them up in someone's apartment anytime they're coming over. They have Snapchat stories. Also, they'll be like in Cedar State cups. You know, because at parties, you know, you could have cups playing pong. And you have your name out there, and like it's every time. It's not just you're wearing a shirt, and only when you're wearing the shirt is getting advertised. It's because like if I ever made merch, it has to be a double whammy. Like one, they buy it, and two, it's advertising. That's what it's all about. You know, Nelk does it. You know, like full send flags you see
everywhere.
You know what I mean? I see the flags way more than the shirts. I know they make college shirts. Yeah.
They make a lot of different merch now. I mean, Nelk's like a brand now. Like it's like a full brand, I think.
It is. It's almost a brand more than the YouTube. You know what I mean?
Like you see the like I don't really watch Nelk that much. Like I've seen some of their videos, but like you see the clothes every day.
What about merch for you? You ever like think about something like that?
I thought about making merch when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Before I came to college, and like it was in the works. Like we were building up like ideas and stuff, but then. Like I found out about all the name, image, likeness. I couldn't do it, and I was like, "Oh, that sucks."
But now you kind of can.
But now I can.
Well, the big thing. Yeah, I mean, like D1 sports, like people can get paid. Like that has to be huge for you.
It's huge for me because like it's. I mean, I do social media obviously, so it's like I've had these opportunities coming to me since like I really started to like gain a following.
Did you have to turn some down?
I had to turn a lot down.
Oh my!
Because in the beginning. I was like going hard and I was growing like crazy, and especially in the beginning when you're growing like crazy, the brands like see that and they want to get a hold of you.
So when were you peaking then?
I probably in the beginning I got to $1 million like after like I want to say 7 or 8 months, from 0 to $1 million in like 8 months.
How often were you posting to?
Like 3 to 5 times a day.
That's what does it.
I was homeschooled, so it's like
really because like. Continuous content, you know, popping up on people's feed, For You page.
They want to see the consistency, and like when people start to like recognize you, they see you on your For You page a lot. They're like, oh, you know, then they follow you, and then they're expecting a video.
I see the same people on my For You page
Exactly.
over and over, and it makes
And you
me follow them
expect-
after a while. Like,
you expect to
the
see
same
them.
thing. I feel like I kind of know them.
Yeah, right?
Like, I think that's cool. But like, let's talk about this next meet. So the first one ever, college. Like, I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But like, people land these backflips. Like, everyone goes, yeah.
Everyone's going crazy, right?
I was going crazy myself.
They're so hype, right? Because we're all screaming on the bench.
Yeah, and like that's the other cool part. Like, more than any other sport, you guys are hyping each other up. I love that about it.
Yeah.
And also, like, it's kind of like wrestling as far as it's an individual thing, but it's a team thing.
Yeah, at the
And
same
that kind
time.
of, so everyone's working on towards their own goals. But it's not like lacrosse or something where like the guy gets past the defender and you're mad at your boy. It's not really. It's more about individual more than anything.
It's like very individual.
Yeah.
But like at college, it's so team based.
Oh.
Like
More than high school.
Well, high school. So there's no like high school gymnastics. There's high school gymnastics in Illinois and Texas. Other than that, it's just clubs.
Is that the biggest places for gymnastics?
Texas is probably the biggest, and then
They're
Illinois
biggest
is
for
pretty
football
big
and
too.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Texas is huge, so I mean,
Yeah,
they're
fair
big.
enough.
Yeah, everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah, that's great.
But yeah, so like when you're in high school, it's all individual. Like you have a team and there's team scores, but like you're doing it for you,
At the end
really.
of the day.
And you're trying to like your goal is to get on a college team or make like a national team, get to the Olympics.
Yeah, but
something
when you
like
get to
that.
college, all these elite athletes with each other, then
It's
kind of it's a stronger team, more competitive.
it's a team,
naturally.
and like there's no individual, like you don't get individual medals or anything until Big Tens and NCAAs.
Oh,
It's all team based
it's all team based until like the end.
until the end.
Oh.
But like at that point too, like like the coaches, they care about what you're doing for yourself, but it's about the team. You're doing it for the team,
Because that last
and
event,
you have to realize that.
high bar.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you're last up. You're last up in every event because like how would they do is kind of like it's opposite of baseball. They put the best guys last. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do it for a reason. So the first guy, so there's a 5-guy lineup.
Yeah.
Last year was 6-guy lineup, but one of the scores didn't count.
Oh.
But now it's 5-guy lineup. All 5 scores count. So if someone messes up,
Oh.
it hurts you.
Yeah.
Last year it didn't really matter because like you get rid of that
Why'd
low
they
score
change that?
because they wanted to make it
Cross the league.
tougher.
Yeah. More competitive.
But so yeah, the first guy in lineup, you want to be your guy that you know is gonna hit their routine. It might not be a super hard routine, but you want them to hit because if the first guy falls, it's like now the second guy's got this pressure to hit. Now he's like, oh shoot, like I have to bring it a whole point back because he just lost a point. But like you shouldn't think about that. You should just think, yeah, I'm gonna go do my routine.
Yeah.
But first guy should hit. The second guy might not be as consistent, but he's gonna have like maybe a little bit harder routine, but it might be a little sloppy.
Oh.
So the first guy will get a score. If the second guy seems to have done better than the first guy, then the judges like can't really like give him a lower score. They're not gonna take as many deductions if the second guy does
playing
better.
the judges.
Yeah. So then the third guy is gonna be better than the guy before that. Fourth guy better than the guy before that, and then the fifth guy should be your best guy.
And I was looking at the scores that correlate that. It goes up.
It goes
increases.
like that. It really does.
Like each guy increases a little bit.
But it's like, for some of it, like for me, since I do so many events, so I was third up on Palm Horse. I didn't do floor. I mean, I haven't done floor in like a while because I hit my head. But that's besides the fact. I was third up on horse, and then I had to get right back ready for rings. And no one else in that horse lineup was about to do rings. So I run back, and then I'm already taping my wrist, getting ready for my next routine. That's why they put me at the end of the lineup for rings. I also did score the highest on rings and have been, but they've been doing it more based off rest. So because I was last on rings, now I have to be last on vault. I don't have to, but I'm also like I have like one of the best vaults on my
when
team
you're
as
doing
well.
every event, it's exhausting.
It's
Like,
exhausting.
jeez.
It's so
Like
exhausting.
when you do the
So-
rings, you do the iron horse. I love that move.
The iron
That's
cross.
the best. That's the
Yeah.
best. But I see that. I'm like, you do that event and the event after. It's like, geez, like that's so physically taxing. I can't even imagine.
It's so taxing because, like, I mean, our practices are like harder than the competition.
Yeah.
So like, why? So tomorrow morning, we're gonna go in for an hour and just do heavy strength.
Yeah.
So Monday at practice, we're already gonna be tired. We're gonna be sore. We're gonna be tired, and like, but the reason for that is if we could do it then, we can do that practice tired. We're gonna go to the meet, and we're gonna feel good at the meet because the day before we rest.
How spaced out are the meets?
I have another meet this weekend in Nebraska.
So it's every weekend, once a week, kind of like football.
It depends, cause like we have a 3-week break after this. Unless I get petitioned to Winter Cup.
Yeah,
we were talking about that the other day.
But how does scoring work? Because that kind of confused me. Is it 15-point scoring?
Okay, so you have an execution score and a difficulty score. So there's 2 judges that are calculating based on the 10 skills you do what your difficulty is. So a routine is 10 skills. Each skill has a value of A, B, C, D, E, F, all the way up to like H or I right now. And so A is 1/10, B is 2/10 like of a point, C is 3. It's like that's how it goes.
How they judge the meet. So that's like across the board. So some meets are harder grading than others. Is that what you're saying by that?
No. So like if I do a 10 skill routine with all D value skills, I got 4, 8, 12, 16, so it'd be 40, but then plus 2 points of element groups, because there's 4 element groups that you have to have. So for like floor, for example, you have to do a forward flipping skill, a backward flipping skill, a non-acro skill, which is like a press to handstand or like some flares, and then dismount, which can be either a forward or a backward flipping skill. But the dismount, once you're in college or elite, has to be a D value skill. So like a triple full or like a front double full.
So
the
grading the letters are how hard the routine is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have a bunch of high letters, you're going to have a higher score.
But you also can't mess up.
But you also can't mess up.
Deductions come in.
That's where the execution comes in. So let's say I have a start value of a 6.0.
Yeah.
That means I have, what is that average? The average is all D's. If my routine is every single skill is a D, then I have a 16.0 start value. But, well, it's a 6.0 start value, technically. Because then your execution, you start from 10, and then every deduction, they take off that 10. So if your toes are flexed, 1/10. If you take a step on a landing, so if you take a step this big, it's another 1/10. But if you take a step this big, it's 3.
Oh, so like how everything's like so breaking down. And
It's
do they ever record you and like rewatch it, or is it just all
they're not
live?
allowed to. Yeah, it's
That's
all
interesting.
live.
And it's the same scoring as like Olympics.
Same scoring as Olympics.
Love that.
We get in college we get stick bonus. So if you stick a dismount, it's kind of like more for like the entertainment, like the crowd sees a stick and like it's really emphasized.
Because that's what I see. Like that's what sticks out most to me is the dismounts. And
The
you stick
dismounts
one, it's
when you
like
stick.
that was
that
good.
was sick.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah.
But like I respected how it is the same as like the Olympics, because you go like football, for example, high school and college is different, then pro is different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything, it changes per category, but I like how like gymnastics is it's consistent. I love it.
It's very consistent.
Then the girls are completely different.
Girls is completely different. So for girls, it's a 10-0 scoring system. They have like a difficulty component. I don't exactly know how it works for college, but the highest score they can get is a 10. So there's no point in doing harder skills that would like get you over a 10, or doing a harder routine that would get you over a 10, because it won't help you. It'll literally, it's only potential for deductions. So also their scoring is like, I got told it was every 10th is a quarter of a 10th off. So you see a 9-9 routine and it was actually more like a 9-6. Because I see, if I watch a girl's bar routine, I've never seen a girl do a 10-0 bar routine. Yeah. Like, but they give 10-0s, you know? Yeah. So it's like,
it's almost impossible to get perfect.
It's pretty much impossible to do a perfect routine. Like, I could show you this guy, Zhao Jing Wang, on P-bars, and you would see no mistakes. Your eyes would see 0 mistakes. I would see, like, a couple barely, but the judges see more. Yeah. You know? Oh, yeah. Which is annoying. But, yeah, so, like, girls is 10-0, and a lot of it's, though, for, like, the fans. Because, like, that used to be the old scoring system for gymnastics. It was out of 10. So the fans, like, when you see a 10, like, raised, they're like, oh, like, they get all excited.
And there'd be a lot more 10s back then.
And there used to be, well, the first 10, I think it was Nadia Comaneci, she got, like, 4 at the Olympics. Ooh. Yeah, right? And 10s were, like, a huge, like, if you got a 10, obviously, like, it it was really cool.
Mm.
So we have this thing called Future Stars. It's when you're young. It's like kind of like basic routines for like most people. Some kids can't even do them, but it's like you do these routines and they're trying to see, it's like basically like perfecting your basics, because that leads to really good gymnastics. I got 110 once.
Yeah.
I've gotten a 10. It was a pommel horse routine. I got a 10. I've got a 995, a 99, a 98, a 97. I've gotten every score.
So good.
And then regionals, my last year of Future Stars, I got a 10.
Favorite event?
Favorite event, high bar, by far.
High bar.
Oh my
That's
god,
the most
high bar's so much
classic,
fun.
I feel like.
Because like you're literally flying
around
through the air, swinging around.
I could do like 20, 25 pull-ups and I'm impressed. But like you just like you grab the bar, you start swinging, doing like handstands on the top. Like,
yeah, bro, it's insane.
And you're all fit, and you really don't work out in the gym. I think that's so interesting. You don't really lift weights too much.
We don't lift weights. We do now a little bit in college, but before college, like I would lift weights every now and then, just like small muscles like your biceps or like your wrists, just for rehab purposes, so you don't like tear anything.
Mm-hmm.
But we do all pretty much calisthenics. A lot of ring strength. Like pull-ups,
push-ups,
dips, push-ups, diamond push-ups, like everything. And then instead of doing like running for cardio, we'll do circuits. So you do like 10 dips, and then you run over, do 10 pull-ups, and then you go on the ground, 10 V-ups.
And everyone on the team's shredded.
And then like rope climbs. Oh yeah.
Rope climbs. Like Army is push-ups, sit-ups, and running. Yeah, that's it. Like the 3 core workouts. But like I said, like to be the best ability, you gotta do that calisthenic stuff.
You have to.
You gotta do that fast workouts and everything, and that will makes you better.
You need those like fast twitch muscles, and the most important part of gymnastics is having a tight core. If you don't have a tight core, your handstand is gonna be wobbly. Yeah. You're gonna your body will hurt way more, and it just won't work.
I think in general, it's like safe to say that people should train more like athletes rather than just.
I agree. Rather than just
driving to the gym, getting out of their car, pumping some weights, and getting back in. And as far as like life-term goals,
train
like an athlete.
Why would you not want to be athletic?
You want to be you want to be able, you want to be capable of doing.
And that's the thing. Like that's a big reason we don't lift weights, is because if you get too heavy, gymnastics like. I gained a lot of weight this year. So I was like 148 all last season, and then I went up to like 152 or something, and then I wasn't fat, but like I thought I was looking a little fat. I dropped to 140 in like 3 weeks.
Easy,
crazy,
like a wrestler.
It was like crazy. And I didn't even I was just like not eating how I should have been.
But you got to be a certain weight to perform what you want. But there's no. But again, like in gymnastics, there's no weight categories.
There's no weight categories. Of course. But yeah, I was like 145, and then I made a point to myself I was going to start gaining weight. I was going for a pound a week, and I got up to 157. I ended up getting sick, lost like I went back down to 150, which sucked. Now I'm like 152.
Nice. But
more cut than I was at 157. So I feel like if you're too lean, which I've been, last summer I was probably like between 3 and 4% body fat.
Ooh.
And it was like, I only know that because I tested my body fat. We tested my body fat at the beginning of season. I was pretty lean. I was 145 pounds. But when I was 140 pounds, like you could see like all like the bones in my face, and like
it's like not ideally healthy.
It's not healthy, because I would be at the gym and I'd be like halfway through practice, not even, and I'd be exhausted, bro. I was always cold.
Did you ever get like a test to see what your vitamins are at? Like, vitamin levels, testosterone levels.
I actually have to get a blood work done this week.
I never did that before. I have to, but I like Army. It's fun because we do PTs, we do this push-ups, running, all that.
Yeah.
But like, there's a test. It's a 6-category test. And it tests you just based off your ability, and I love it. 6 categories. You do deadlift first, then shuttle run. Pull-up bar, there's like I said, there's 6. And at the end, you run 2 miles. And it's at a 600 score. And everyone tries to get that 600, but for some people, like if you're not fit, you're not fit. Like it's hard. It's one of the most difficult things to get a 600. Yeah. I actually was I did one of the better in my grade. I got I think I got first place in my grade, first or second.
Shoot.
But like regardless, because it's about being able. Because people might be able to do that deadlift at the beginning, but they can't run the 2 miles at the end.
Exactly.
So it keeps you on your toes, and you like as a person, I like to be. Like,
you'd rather be capable, because like
you
see all these big bodybuilders, and it's like cool. Yeah, I know you can lift way more weight than me, but like, can you even like hold yourself up? And at that point, like it's like
yeah, get on ice skates and like skate around a rink. You
Yeah,
you can't
right?
do anything like that. You can't move right.
Yeah, and it's like I'd much rather be able.
You ever get like skiing or anything? Skiing or
I've gone snowboarding twice.
Snowboarding, and you picked it up pretty quick, I assume, right?
Pretty quick. I
Yeah,
mean,
'cause,
I skateboard. So
Yeah, you skateboard, but at the end of the day, you're doing this gymnastics.
I'm also an athlete. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it takes, whatever's thrown at you, you can kind of conquer. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm sure if you like surf,
I love
you ever
challenges.
surf?
I have, and I like, bruh.
I'm sure you can pick it up.
You see his cut right here a little bit?
A little bit. Yeah.
Barely. It's like gone. It's still there. I can feel it on my tongue.
Mm-hmm.
So this summer I went surfing. I went surfing a while ago with my sister. We had an instructor. They were like white water waves. It was like not even a foot high waves. Probably like maybe a foot. I went this summer with my friend who's a surfer. And he brings me to Trestles with his other friend.
He knows what
we're
he's
in
doing.
LA. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And we're on like some like 3-foot waves. And I'm like, I'd never seen a 3-foot wave before. Like, I mean, I have, but like I never like thought about trying to surf it. And I was like, yeah, I got this. Hadn't surfed in like 3 years. Went to go do it. Tumbled. Fell. I was fine. Paddled back out. And I'm like right next to his friend. And we're both about to try and get up on the wave together. Like, not even on purpose, just we were both about to do it. And then he fell. And then I, like, fell too. And his board, the fin, cut my lip.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, I looked at him. I was like, dude, am I bleeding? He's like, no. And I spit, and there was blood. And I was like, how about now? He was like, yeah, you're
Definitely.
bleeding. My lip was just cut straight open. So, like, I need to go back and try and surf again.
I never have. There's a lot of things I want to do, and like I said, Jack of all trades at the very beginning. I want to do like as many things as I can. Like it's life, dude. Like
bro.
I love experiences.
Yeah.
But you got hurt then, but like gymnastics injuries.
Oh
like,
yeah.
a lot.
So
is it common for everybody or just?
I'm very like I wouldn't say injury prone.
Yeah.
I've had an unfortunate career full of injuries.
What happens the most?
Concussions.
Oh.
I've had 5. I just got my most recent one December 28th or something, so like a month ago.
That's a time. You just gotta wait.
Oh, it sucks, bro. Cause like, there's nothing you can do. Like, if you tear something or like you hurt something, you get a surgery and then you start conditioning it.
Yeah.
For your head, it's like you have to sit.
Then each one you get, it gets like worse.
Yeah.
Or you're more prone.
It's easier
you're more
to get a
prone.
concussion.
You're the prone.
So like the recent one, I was doing a double front flip. I was doing a front layout, punch, double front flip. I didn't think I was high enough in the air. And I was really high in the air, but I didn't know that. My air sense was off. So I opened up thinking I'm like this, about to like hit my feet on the ground and then run forward after one flip.
Yeah.
I opened up, I looked for my feet, and then I went boom, straight on the back of my head and like rolled. And I was like,
right away, you probably knew.
I didn't, I was like trying to convince myself I didn't. So I kind of practiced. I didn't do a whole lot the rest of the day, just like some basic stuff. And then we did a concussion test, and they were like, yeah, you need to stop. Like, what? But my other ones, I've had way worse concussions, like to where like I didn't remember stuff for like months. Like,
you didn't like black out, like pretty much. Like don't remember.
I don't remember blacking out, but like I don't also remember the full day.
Oh,
at
that's
all.
tough. I never had that experience.
Bruh. So my first one I was in 3rd grade.
Oh.
Yeah, right. I started young.
Yeah. Young. When did you start gymnastics?
1st grade.
Yeah.
Like the summer before 1st grade.
How old is that? Like 10?
No, 1st grade, bro. You were not 10 in 1st grade.
Like I don't know what
6.
6.
Yeah, I was like
an old
6,
1st grader now. Yeah.
6.5 or something like that. So, me and my sister started together. Actually, like we both decided we wanted to do it, but I got there. She was like in her class, and like I was about to go back to my class, and I was like, saw all these people doing flips and stuff. I was like, nah.
Yeah.
I was like, nope.
Especially at 6, it's probably scary.
Oh yeah, super scary. Also, like, I wasn't a shy kid. I was actually very extroverted. Like, I loved like being in front of people, but for some reason, I was at the gym and I was super intimidated by everything that was going on, and it made me shy. And I was like, I don't want to go back.
It's like when you don't work out, walk into a Planet Fitness. It's
yeah.
What do you do?
Like someone walk in there, they're like, yeah, I bet you everyone's judging me, and that's probably how I felt. But now, like after the coach ended up getting me back there, and like I loved it immediately. Now every time I walk into a gym, it's just I feel so free, because I get to be myself. I get to do what I love, and gymnastics is one of the most freeing things in the world. To me, it feels. It's similar to like skateboarding or like snowboarding, how you can always progress because the sport is progressing with you.
Yeah.
Like when I was 10, how old was I in like the 2008 Olympics? 6. So when I started gymnastics, the level of difficulty that people are doing now is probably wouldn't even make an Olympic team now.
Oh. So it's increasing. The whole sport's increasing.
There's release moves on high bar. So I don't know when a Kovacs was invented, probably in like the 80s or the 90s. And then
new moves come out.
In the early 2000s. So Kovacs is a flip over the bar and you catch.
Mm-hmm.
And then they invented a layout Kovacs and a piked Kovacs. And then they invented a Kovacs with a full twist. And then eventually a Casina, which is a laid out Kovacs with a full twist. I can do a laid out Kovacs. I can do a Casina. But, and like people for a while probably thought that was as far as it could ever go. Now, there's a double twisting Kovacs.
Oh my god.
And now there's a double twisting laid out Kovacs.
Yeah.
And now people have done, not competed yet, a Kovacs with 2 flips.
Does it make it more dangerous or?
Way more dangerous.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part because this, like, certain things have been banned. So
there's banned moves.
There's banned skills. So
because you might get hurt.
Yeah. There's a skill on floor called the Thomas. You do a back 1.5 twist and you do a back 1.5 flip. You literally land on your head purposefully, but you're like over enough so you roll.
Yeah.
Instead of like, and you know you're gonna be there, so you duck, you put your hands up, and you roll out. But people were like landing on their heads, getting concussed, and like that's so dangerous. Like that's not good for you. So it's banned. Handspring triple front on vault. So if you do front handspring on vault, from your feet, so you touch your feet and then you touch the table, and then you land on your feet. That's a front handspring.
Yeah.
So it's technically 1 full flip.
Yeah.
A hand front is 2 flips, because it's a handspring with a flip. A handspring double front, which is pretty common, is 3 flips. But a handspring triple, which has been competed once, and then they banned it immediately, 4 flips. And like the thing is, like, sometimes you slip, like your hand slips. And if you're trying to do 3 flips, or 4, and like you have to flip so fast and your hand slips, now you don't know where you are in the air. And the risk, like, you could literally kill yourself. Like, you literally die. There's been people that have died just doing gymnastics, like freak accidents.
That's scary.
It's very scary, but I mean, you don't think about that when you're in the gym. You're focused on like what you're doing, because if you're thinking about what could happen bad, it might happen. So you always have to be okay.
On your toes.
What if it's better? What if it goes? That's one thing I say to myself a lot lately. Like, especially if I have like doubtful thoughts, I'm like, oh man, my legs are sore. Like, can I do this fall right now? Then I think, okay, I want to do it like this. And then I think, okay, what if it's better than this? What if I do it better? So then you're putting that out there. And then sometimes, it is better than you thought it would be, which is the best feeling in the world. Because you're just like, oh, I'm like that. You're like, what? So,
getting hurt.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Dude, next coming thing, the NFT. Let's talk about it.
The NFTs, bro.
That's what everyone's talking about.
Everyone's talking about NFTs now, and like I've been hit up by a couple people about like making my own NFTs, and like it's gonna be a huge thing. Player cards,
Pictures of you,
and it's like people trade baseball cards. It's gonna be literally like online, pretty much like cards for a player. So like a gymnast, football player, anything, any sport. Definitely a project I'm gonna start working on very soon. I haven't really started because there's all the issues with the logos, the facilities, which sucks, but we'll work our way around it.
Yeah. I mean, because my friends did it too, and I hear it a lot, and like I love how you're getting into it. You have to, especially player cards.
Especially now.
The gymnastics player cards don't really. I've never seen one, so like
it's never been a thing.
Make it a thing. Because
Exactly.
you have a huge following, dude. You have so much influence on people.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes
might as well use it in a positive way, right?
Why not? Like so many things. Like that's like one of the things here. My favorite small restaurant closed down. Not enough business. So what I did is I started doing food reviews at these places that aren't too popular. So I said Pinta Cabana. That one. But like at Penn State at least. I mean, yeah, like because I might get them another like 3 customers a week. But hey, the 3 customers might make a difference.
Yeah.
Like I think the best pizza shop at State College is Margaritas. and it's small. Same people owned it for like 20 plus years, you know,
Dang.
wife and husband, and like I'd much rather help that out than.
And it's crazy because
like,
those hidden places
else.
sometimes are better.
Or like a Pizza Hut, or you know, what I mean, I like the small places.
Yeah, rather
better.
than like you see
Unique.
like everyone knows Chipotle, so everyone's gonna go to Chipotle.
I know, but they have enough money. You know,
They have enough money, exactly. So go to the small restaurant. Yeah,
because we're talking about like unique and finding yourself, but like fashion. I feel like
yeah,
we both kind of like we know what's up.
Yeah, we both have like an interesting because it's like there's fashion, there's like mainstream fashion, and then there's like people who have like their own fashion.
Yeah.
Type thing. I feel like I have like my own sense of fashion. I feel like you do too. I see a lot of your outfits and I'm like, dang, that's sick. Like you don't see a lot of that.
Even like just customizing shirts, like put a little bleach on this bad boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it just makes it unique. But I think my fashion, at least, is a little bit. I worked at Men's Warehouse in high school, so I got a little bit of like dressier side of thing.
Yeah,
I was like best dressed in high school. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
I say that, because I would wear like a button down every day, button down slacks. Like, you know, like I really don't like to wear leave my place with like sweatpants. I don't really.
Yeah.
I only have one pair, and it's maybe if I go to the gym. But I'm not a big fan.
I leave
personal.
I leave for school every single day in joggers.
But yeah, but you're also.
But I also have to
there.
like.
Yeah.
Right after that, I go to practice.
Exactly.
Like,
so I just bring a change of clothes in my backpack. Like I have gym shorts that like small.
So you're like ready
I just
to go.
throw in my bag.
Yeah.
But regardless, is like that and thrifting is awesome.
Yeah.
We just came from.
We
a
just
thrift
came
store.
from this.
Yeah. It's like fun because you find stuff that's unique, like fits you, and it kind of like puts out your personality because of it.
Yeah.
Fashion's probably one of the reasons why. Like, it has to do with some of your following, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I have like. So for social media, I was trying to brand myself as a model. I remember, so I started social media, and when I was young, people like 8th grade would always compare me to Cameron Dallas because they thought I looked like him, and I was like, cool. So I kind of looked up what he did, and he was like, yeah, I literally just took pictures, branded myself as a model, and now he's a Dolce & Gabbana model. Yeah, which is crazy.
Moving up the ranks, you never know what's gonna happen. Especially
you never know what's
gonna happen.
Like,
you get that one deal, it makes a difference.
It makes a huge difference.
You could. That's the interesting part because once you have a following, you do a lot of things. You can be like an actor, model, any of that,
singer,
ambassador,
you can
singer.
do whatever you want.
Because once you have a platform, that's what it's all about. And like you can go out as any of these things individually. Yeah. But it's a lot easier when you have a following. Like, everyone knows that people knowing you. That's why like not just that with the digital content, but anyone I see my age, like talk to them, like why not? Like why not? Like I was in Florida, meet your neighbors. Just by walking to talk to people, bro. Like the connections are unreal, and like it's likely, especially in America, if you walk up to anyone, they're gonna know somebody you know. That's why I love Instagram, because you follow somebody, guys, mutual followers, big advocate. So I'm always plugging Instagram, you know, because because Snapchat it's like another name and a bit emoji, you know, you free the face, but like Instagram name to the face. Is that your favorite social media? You say, or you say TikTok?
Yeah. I mean, Instagram's like, I don't know. I liked Instagram the best in the beginning, and then once I started doing TikTok, I fell in love with it just because it was like,
it's more casual.
It was so casual, and I was just like, yeah, it was like similar to Vine. Everyone loved Vine, and I was just making whatever I wanted. It could be funny, it could be serious. Now my social media is a little more serious and like gymnastics based. It used to just be, I was just having fun. Yeah, I would dance. Like I'd be bad at dancing, or like I'd post a video of whatever. And you know, you show your personality, and people love that, and that's what makes them stay and makes them come back.
Yeah. Do you think Instagram should be more casual?
It's like weird because a lot of branding gets done through Instagram.
So you want to look professional. Because they want their stuff to be professional. Not necessarily, but you want to have, even if it's more casual, you still want it to be either aesthetically pleasing or look good. Yeah. Right? Because like you still gotta have sharp pictures, but everything. But like sometimes people respect the whole just like the whole grungy. You're not even grungy, just like casual pictures, you know. Yeah. Sometimes you're not like posing exactly. You're just kind of you're just you're just there, you know. It. But I definitely, but at the same time, like especially when you're not like on TikTok or anything. So for me, at least on my personal Instagram, if I'm posting like a lot and everything, people are like, this kid want attention, you know. But when you have a following, you almost have an excuse for that. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think when someone doesn't have a following and they're posting all the time, people look at them and they're like, oh, like they get mad because they're not doing what that other person is doing. They're like,
They're like, because they want to have followers too. They don't want to do what it takes.
Everyone also
like,
cares about how many followers
and they make fun of people. Like, especially when I started out, people would be like, yeah, like a lot of my friends even, or like people I knew would be like, yeah, like that's dumb. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're wasting your time.
People
and I'm
this.
like, yeah, like
Jeez.
people that like I thought were like my friends, and I'm like, yo, like, well, all right. Like, I was like, yo, I'm just doing me for real, and I'm gonna keep doing me. Like, if you guys don't like it, you can unfollow me.
Not
like,
that deep.
it's fine. But I don't get why people do that. I mean, I understand people are like,
they get jealous.
They get jealous. Yeah,
that's the best way to describe it.
And then, but once you make it, people are no longer making fun of you. It actually just completely folds over. Now they're like, congratulations.
They want to be your friend. Yeah.
Now they want to be your friend again, and it's like that's where you really see who your true friends are, and the people that are just there. You know, there's people that are there like. And people that are there before, and like you start doing something and they support you through that, will always be there. But the people that are there before, and they see you start doing something, and they don't like it, they know because you're doing something, you're gonna change as a person. Because everything you do makes you who you are.
It defines you.
It defines you.
I love that one.
Yeah.
What's another good quote you got?
Good quote.
Yeah, like a good saying that you kind of live by, or like an idol. You know what I mean? Or someone that you kind of like respect, follow.
Dang, I definitely respect Kobe a ton.
Really?
And like,
'cause I thought maybe it'd be like a gymnast. But
you like
Kobe's work ethic.
I like his work ethic, and like I like the way he like talked about. I watched an interview. I've watched a lot of interviews about Kobe, but
that's the best.
One of the things he said was, yeah, like I had my family, I had my friends, but once I realized I wanted to be the best basketball player, and that's who I was gonna be. I realized that my relationships with my parents, my siblings, and like everything was gonna have to get smaller, and it wasn't gonna be as big of a part of my life. And it's like, it sucks, but it's something you have to accept if you want to be like really good at something, because you almost have to obsess over it. And you have to like, everything else has to be like secondary. So, and like I respect the work ethic like crazy, because like obviously you won't get anywhere without working, but also I watch a lot of Gary Vee, and he talks about consistency, man. Like consistency with passion and just hard work, like it'll take you anywhere. Like anyone, because people get so confused, like how do you have so many followers, like what did you even do? I posted.
You did it. I was consistent with it.
Yeah.
What is your biggest weakness?
My biggest weakness?
I know mine right away. Mine's screen time on my phone. I gotta get off my phone.
Mine's, I wouldn't say my screen time, because like I have to be on my phone. So, but like it can be a weakness.
How often are you watching other people's content?
I feel when I'm working the hardest, not very often.
Yeah,
that's what I
want to be. I want to be just like watching my own content. I want to be making my own content.
Watching your own content, getting ideas.
Because I mean, for a part of it, there's like you get inspired by other people doing it, but do I really need that inspiration, or should it be just all my own ideas?
Right. Because I agree.
Why would you want to copy anywhere else when you could be your own self?
You could be authentic.
And be unique. Yeah. So like that's like kind of brings me to that, and like again, like I kind of miss not grinding TikToks like I did in high school.
Bro, that's
start where, we don't know.
That's where so like when you're genuine on social media, no matter who you are, you could be a great person, you could work hard, you could be a lazy person, you could be super mean, you could be super nice, but which it's crazy that like super mean people are like getting like tons of people that love them, but that's the reality. You could be whoever you are, but you have to be yourself. Yeah. And when you do that, people that like that, or like are similar to you, it'll start getting on their For You pages. That person likes it, so now because that person liked it and another person liked another video that they liked, maybe it'll get on their For You page too next time. And you just grow. But it's when you're yourself and then all of a sudden you're not, that people start to be like, okay, what's going on? Like, I don't like this person anymore. And that's where you lose a lot of followers. I feel like for me, I changed a lot when I came to college. And it was weird. Like, I feel like I was like kind of struggling to like just really be myself too.
Yeah.
And I found myself again, and I'm very grateful for that. But my followers realized it too. They're like, you talk different. Like,
Really?
You sound different. And I was
They were
talking
calling you
different.
out on, like, the
They were calling
comments.
me out. And I lost a lot of followers, lost a lot of engagement. But, like, I didn't really care. I was like, okay. Like,
Everything's
I
for a
was,
reason at the end of the day.
at first, I was ignorant to it. I wasn't listening. I wasn't reading those comments and, like, actually taking them in because I didn't think I'd changed. I was just trying to be me, but maybe I was trying too hard to be something that I wasn't, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And, yeah, I mean, just being genuine. That's what it's all about.
Can we lead with this? Like, your favorite part about having a following? Like, what is the
My
best?
favorite part.
Best and worst.
Best and worst.
Yeah.
Worst. Everyone thinks they know who you are, based
Before
off
meeting you.
based off certain, like, they might have only seen 2 videos, they might have seen 20, they might have seen all of them. Even if they have, they still don't know me, or know, like, they still know, they might know a lot about me, but they don't know who I am really and how I go about things, and people think they do. That's the worst part, because they just assume who you are based off what they see. And that's something you can't really change because, you know, you're giving yourself to them, part of yourself at
It's
least.
part of the thing you sign up for.
Yeah.
I mean, person.
And it just sucks, but it's whatever.
But best, though.
The best part is the support. It's just the support because I've built this following and now I have a lot of people that are, like, there for me and know, like, I'll get super kind messages. You always get hate. Like, people get hate no matter what. It's just like a thing. There's trolls on the internet. But the support outweighs it a ton. And if you're looking for the hate, you'll find hate and you'll probably get more hate if you're looking for it.
Shut it out.
But don't even shut it out. Don't respond. Because, like, those people that are hating are really just, they have an insecurity and they try and put others down to hide it. And when you're doing that, it, like, shows a lot about yourself. And then I've responded to hate in, like, ways I probably shouldn't have before online. And all it does,
Makes it more negative.
It gives you a lot of attention, but then all of a sudden all the attention is, like, some people are negative, people are fighting in the comments, and that's not what you want. You want it to be, I mean, that's not what I want. I want it to be positive. I want it to be, like, people just spreading love. Like, no one needs to hate. Like, come on.
We love that. Dude,
You know
thank you. Thank you, dude.
Yeah,
honestly,
bro.
like, that's so much stuff.
Yeah.
I love the whole positive part about it. That's the best. And that's, like, what you gotta try to be, like, throughout life.
Yeah, man. Like, when you're not doing something through love, like, why are you doing it? And, like, it's not gonna be good if you're not doing it through love. So.
Yeah. Dude, come on.
Yeah, bro.
Good podcast.
Yeah,
Let's go.
that was awesome,
No,
bro.
perfect. Yeah.
Holy shit, bro. That was my first
good.
ever podcast. Dude, I loved that so much.